In the long-standing exploration of the spiritual world, the Gospel of Thomas stands out as a mysterious and unique piece of literature. Although not included in the mainstream Bible, it is filled with profound and far-reaching wisdom, much like a hidden pearl in the dust of history, waiting to be discovered and understood. In December 1945, in Nag Hammadi, Egypt, a discovery that shocked the archaeological and religious research communities came to light. A collection of ancient books known as the Nag Hammadi Library was unearthed, and among them was the Gospel of Thomas. Hidden in jars and buried at the bottom of a cliff, it had endured the test of time and still retained its ancient marks. These texts were initially written in Coptic, but their origin can be traced back to an earlier Greek version. Scholars speculate that monks from a nearby monastery buried them to avoid political persecution, which is why this precious gospel has been preserved to this day. Regarding its date of compilation, although there is no definite conclusion in the academic community, the mainstream view is that the existing Coptic version dates back to the 4th century AD, and some of its content may even have been formed in the 2nd century AD, almost contemporaneous with the canonical Gospels. This undoubtedly provides invaluable first-hand materials for the study of early Christian thought. The Gospel of Thomas contains 114 sayings of Jesus. Unlike traditional canonical Gospels, it does not focus on the life stories of Jesus but on his teachings full of profound philosophy. These sayings seem simple at first glance but are rich in meaning, constantly inspiring the reader's souls. Let one who seeks not stop seeking until one finds. This saying encourages people to persevere in the pursuit of truth. In life we often face various puzzles and uncertainties. Only with firm belief and an unremitting spirit of exploration can we break through the confusion and find the answers we truly desire. It motivates us to constantly break through the limitations of self-knowledge and bravely pursue higher-level wisdom. The kingdom is inside you and it is outside you. This sentence conveys an idea of the harmonious unity of the inner and outer worlds. It reminds us that the inner spiritual world and the external real world are closely connected and influence each other. The true kingdom, that is, inner peace and contentment, is not out of reach. It exists both in the peace and wisdom of our inner selves and is reflected through our interaction with the world around us. When we can look into our hearts and face the external world with a positive attitude, we can achieve true harmony and perfection. If two make peace with each other in a single house, they will say to the mountain, "Move," and it will move. This metaphor vividly illustrates the powerful force of unity. In life, difficulties are like mountains standing in our way. However, when people can understand and support each other, forming a strong united force, even the most difficult situations can be overcome. This unity not only helps us solve practical problems but also builds a warm bridge between our hearts, allowing us to feel the beauty and power of humanity. Be passes by might. This saying warns us not to be overly greedy for material wealth. In modern society, material temptations are everywhere. However, we should understand that material things are only part of life, not the whole. Just as a traveler enjoys the scenery on the journey, we can enjoy the convenience brought by material things, but we should not let them become shackles that bind our souls. We should always maintain the freedom of our hearts and the perseverance in spiritual pursuits. In today's fast-paced and materialistic modern society, the wisdom of the Gospel of Thomas is particularly precious. It provides us with an opportunity to re-examine our lives and return to our inner selves, guiding us to find true happiness and contentment in the complex world. From the perspective of personal growth, the spirit of continuous exploration and the deepening of self-awareness advocated by it are crucial for our development. On the road to success, we should not merely be satisfied with external achievements but also pay attention to inner growth and improvement. Through continuous learning and reflection, we can better understand our strengths and weaknesses, tap into our inner potential, and achieve comprehensive personal development. In terms of interpersonal relationships, the concept that unity is strength has eternal value. Whether in families, workplaces, or society, harmonious relationships are the cornerstone of happiness and success. When we learn to respect and understand others and work hand in hand with them, we can not only overcome difficulties together but also create an environment full of love and warmth, where everyone can thrive. Facing material temptations, the Gospel of Thomas reminds us to keep a clear head and establish correct values. We should not blindly pursue the accumulation of material things but cherish our inner spiritual wealth more, such as kindness, tolerance, and wisdom. These qualities are the real sources of long-term happiness, enabling us to maintain inner peace and firmness in the materialistic world. The ancient Gospel of Thomas, across the boundaries of time and space, has brought precious spiritual wealth to modern society. Its wisdom illuminates our way forward, guiding us to nourish our spiritual world while pursuing material progress and achieve the harmonious coexistence of the material and the spiritual.